Welcome to 3 Count Commentaries. This is your host, Bonko Slate. So we're going to talk about MLW Fusion. I'm going to do this really fast because I have other things to do. So Calvin Tankman cut a promo, but basically he talked about, having proved himself against Jacob Fatu the previous week. Now he knows what he's up against, and he's ready to take on Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu later would say that Calvin Tankman should have joined Contra rather than tried to fight them. But now that he's kind of put himself in the crosshairs, so that was pretty cool. I cannot wait for them two guys to get it on. That's gonna be great. Justice came out, asked him to come hang out with them. Myron Reed said, "Come smoke with us, bro. Come hang out with us, bro." So Calvin Tankman went to go hang out with Injustice. I guess they're gonna watch his back as he deals with Contra. That's gonna be pretty sweet. The next thing is Gino Medina beating Gringo Loco. The match went too long. It was 9 minutes. The match is entirely too long. I don't know. Some people say, well, 9 minutes is not that long. Well, when you only got maybe 6 minutes of content, 9 minutes is too long. This match was also very slow, and it felt longer than it really was. Tom Lawler said he's going to sue the Von Erichs for ruining Filthy Island, and then applauded ACH for fighting Kevin Koo. ACH then beat Kevin Koo in a match that was 8+ minutes. Another match that felt like it was going longer than it really was. Kevin Koo targeted the ribs, didn't really do much of anything. Dominic Garrini interfered a lot, and then Von Erichs jumped him and kind of took him out. So we got this 6-person feud that got floating around here. Should be pretty interesting. Leo Rush posted an open contract for the middleweight title. It was accepted, but we don't know by who. We were not told. And then there's a lot of this stuff is happening off camera. I've said it before. It's a visual medium. A visual medium. I need to be able to see what is happening. Stop telling me things that are happening. They did this a lot in the main event. We'll get there in a moment. We got a Azteca Underground video package, which was about Muertes and how dangerous Muertes is. And then Hammerstone cut a promo and says that, hey, he's ready to fight LA Park. That was the main event for tonight. And that Muertes is a beast. He's a scary guy. But that's the same that could be said for everybody he's fought so far. And that all of them will fall to him anyway because, nothing means nothing. Apparently he's just going to beat everybody. So then Hammerstone wrestles LA Park, the original La Parka, for the middleweight MLW, national openweight title. Hammerstone didn't have anybody in his corner. Apparently Gino Medina and Richard Holiday got into a fight backstage. Of course, we didn't see this. We were told about it via commentary. And they got into a fight and were both ejected from the building. So Richard Holiday was not there to protect Alexander Hammerstone this time. Gino Medina did cut a promo earlier after his match with Gringo Loco where he says that Richard Holiday had been talking shit on Twitter. Yes, they cursed a lot on MLW. I didn't realize how much they cursed on this until this episode where they were calling each other bitch-ass motherfuckers and pussies and stuff like that. I was like, wow. They just don't give a shit. They just don't care. Anyway, they explained why Holiday is not going to be out there. Him and Gino Medina got into an argument or a fight or whatever. They kept teasing that there was a masked man floating around backstage. Of course, we didn't get to see this masked man floating around. We were just told about it. And the commentary team kept saying, it's Mads Kruger, the guy from Contra. It's got to be Mads Kruger, which obviously meant it wasn't Mads Kruger. Anyway, the Los Parks and Selena were outside the ring for LA Park. They were, of course, helping him distract the referee, distracting Alexander Hammerstone, getting in the way. There was also an Azteca Underground associate outside the ring. So it was like a 5-on-1 situation where you had LA Park was the actual opponent, but you had Los Parks out there. You had another Azteca Underground associate out there, and then you had Selena De La Renta out there. And they were all just interrupting and interfering this match at various points in time. I didn't really get how long the match lasted, but Los Parks actually distracted the ref right before Hammerstone was about to use the Nightmare Pendulum, which actually extended the match about a couple of more minutes before Alexander Hammerstone finally won with an elbow to the back of the head. It was sort of it was It wasn't similar to Will Ospreay's little elbow to the head. It's more similar to Kevin Cross's, Killer Cross or Karrion Cross. I'm sorry, from NXT. Those are all his various names. Kevin is his real name, I believe, and Killer was the name in AAA, and Karrion is in NXT. But it's similar to that. It was but it wasn't like a run. He didn't get like a huge running start, like running across the ring or anything. But it was a nice little, measured elbow to the back of the head. It was actually kind of weak. But I'm pretty sure it was because they didn't want LA Park to take a big nightmare pendulum, because LA Park is big. I guess they didn't want to take the risk of Hammerstone not being able to fully perform the move and, killing his aura. So they just had him win with an elbow to the head. After the match, Muertes attacked Alexander Hammerstone, stomped him out, and took the national open weight belt and gave it to Selena, who proudly walked off with it. So we're setting up this situation here where we got two huge matches, and I'm really looking forward to both of them. Jacob Fatu versus Calvin Tankman, and we also got Alexander Hammerstone versus Mil Muertes. Both of those matches, fantastic. I really look forward to that. MLW is legit as far as their heavyweight division, the kind of guys that they got in the division. I said this last week, I believe. The Tankman, Fatu, Hammerstone, Mil Muertes, LA Park. These guys they're top-notch dudes. Hammerstone as a babyface is really working. He cuts jokes a little too much for me. Like I said in the previous video, I believe it was the NXT video or was the AEW video. I don't remember which one. But this concept where everybody is Spider-Man now, where everybody is talking, socially awkward and cutting jokes, it's not fun. I want Hammerstone to be a little bit more, I'm cool with him being cocky and, confident and everything, but we don't need everybody we don't need everybody to be able to do jokes. And he was kind of cutting jokes on Selena earlier in the night with Richard Holiday. And why it works for them, let's talk about that for a minute, because there is some discrepancies here. Because Richard Holiday is technically still a heel. Gino Medina is also a heel. So you have a heel feud. But Richard Holiday is friends with Hammerstone, who is one of the top baby faces in the company. So we need to clear that up. Is Holiday a heel or a face? He screwed Savio Vega on purpose. So that would be heel things. But he's hanging out with Hammerstone, and we like Hammerstone. And we're not supposed to like Gino Medina. I'm not sure why, but we're not supposed to like him. So I'm not sure what they're doing with him. But I'm enjoying what they got going on here so far. This ought to be pretty fun. The two top title matches is going to be great, and we'll actually have a surprise because we don't know who challenges Leo Rush next, but we know that the open contract was taken, and that ought to be interesting. Well, that's MLW Fusion for the week of March the 10th, 2021. Thank you guys for listening. Like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel. Send cash via the Cash App in the comment section if you please. Also use the hashtag 3count commentaries. Thank you kindly. And I'll talk to you guys later, man. Peace.
Yeah.